Well, it turns out I didn't take a ride as I thought I might, but I got the engine started up and ran it for a good long while on the bike lift, and the oil leak did show again, and among other things I noticed that there was very slight bubbling from the crankcase joint line. I think some of the leakage was coming from higher up, from the cylinder base or from the heads or whatever, and like I said in my last video, there was oiliness evident on the fins, and I think I might have improved on it a bit. But I tried these two nuts here and managed to just literally just crack them a little bit tighter, so I thought I'd like to get at all the others if I could, and that might help matters as well. And we've got a stud going right through the area where the leak was apparent, and I might also be able to access the screws in the mouth of the crankcase through those holes if I'm careful and a bit clever. But that one there and that one there are probably going to need the camshaft sprockets taking out the way, so I'm probably going to have to do that. Also, I'm glad I took the timing cover off, because there was a leak into the points housing. When I took the points cover off, some water and a fair amount of oil came out of there. So obviously the seal behind the points on the behind the ATU is suspect, so it needs a new one. I'll obviously need a new timing cover gasket, but I'm also going to need a new crankshaft end feed seal of the correct type. And I've seen these before. These rubber backed ones are replacements for the originals, which were steel backed and quite a bit harder to press in and prise out. These, being rubber or rubber coated, whatever they are, just hard rubber, when they get warm, sometimes the oil pressure that's built up in there, especially on a cold engine, is enough to force them out of the housing, and I think that's what's happened here. And although it hadn't wound itself on to the worm nut, it was out of its recess and obviously letting oil that was intended for the crank and the big ends escape. So that's not a good thing. So obviously, from that point of view, I'm glad I decided to take a look in here and take the timing cover off, and I can at least hopefully address those issues, even if I haven't got time or space to take the engine out and totally dismantle it right now. But I think if I can tighten that one there a little, and that one there, and the crankcase junction screws, if that is leakage that I saw, the bubbling was a little bit ominous, I think it was, I might just be able to reduce it a little and buy the owner some time and maybe slow down the leak, if not stop it. But he could have been heading for more serious things with that oil seal displaced on the end of the crankshaft there, so that's a worthwhile find at least. So there's a few things I've got to put right and a few little important bits that I've got to order.